looks pretty right now. This is it. Racing in the Tarzino, away they go. Now Wonder went back, Dark Princess went back, Melody Bell went back as well, with Dan's Dance and Sleeping Beauty. Deerfield scooted out of the gates. The 3-year-old filly, Alaloon, and Shadows Cast by Amarula right there, Alina Baby. Come back and he can fly. Endless Drama wider, works forward. Windspell one off behind those runners, Santa Monica, and then the Bandito. G-Pace is good, he likes to lead that one, he's midfield. The next one then is going to be Sleeping Beauty around More Wonder, Melody Bell around Dan's Dance, and the last is Dark Princess. Here it is, the Tarzino after the 800 metres and 15 or 18 lengths over them. And here Deerfield from Shadows Cast, Alaloon and Helena Baby is fourth, Amarula is fifth, and then come back to Windspell. Endless Drama coming around them wider now. Santa Monica behind these runners, the Bandito, he can fly. More Wonder trying to get off the fence. Melody Bell a little way off them, but travels well before the home corner. Sleeping Beauty, Dan's Dance, and Dark Princess. They run down to the 350 metres here in the Tarzino, and Shadows Cast, Helena Baby after it over on the outside. Comebacks after these. Windspell's wider out. Melody Bell, she's starting to charge home as well. Windspell going after Helena Baby, but here she comes. Melody Bell wins it. Class performance, Windspell second, and Helena Baby third. Dan's Dance behind these. Shadows Cast, and then come back further away, Sleeping Beauty. Wow, she's back. She is brilliant this wee girl.
He's pretty pumped here beside me, Michael. That is a Group 1 on a wonderful, classy race now. How's it feeling?
Oh, unreal. The work that's been put in, and just this horse, and the whole Te Akau team. I had a good feeling.
The pressure was on today because she's got that wonderful record and she was well in the market. Were you feeling the pressure?
No, not really. Oh no, Oak always tells me just don't overthink it. He says sometimes I think too much. I've been training with him every day, and he's just an inspiration to be around, and to get the opportunity for Dave, Te Akau, John and Jamie, and all credit to the horse.
And is in, stand by for the start. We're ready and racing in the Windsor Park Plate. Now, Windspell was a bit slow out of the machine, has gone back with Atlanta Peach. More Wonder went back with Dark Princess. Vigor Winner and Shadows Cast began quickly. Crown Prosecutor is right with these, as to Cut a Deal, Mongolian Marshal, and she is sixth on the outside. Melody Bell going through between runners, and then 2 lengths, Hello It's Me, 2 to Sultan of Swing, 1,200 metres to go. Back behind that, Dark Princess, More Wonder the outside, 1.5 Windspell on the inside of Atlanta Peach, and they are going at it here. 1,000 metres to travel, and Vigor Winner from Shadows Cast the inside. Crown Prosecutor, he pulled out of that in the finish. Craig Grills as they run to the end of the back of the track, and then we have the next is Cut a Deal behind those, Mongolian Marshal. Melody Bell just biding her time behind those. Hello It's Me is the next to Dark Princess as they work across the top, and then we have the next is More Wonder. Back on the inside is Windspell as they run towards the home corner, and Atlanta Peach was the last one. They come to the turn now, 500 metres to go, and Shadows Cast and Vigor Winner. Cut a Deal on the outside, and now we've got Melody Bell. He's releasing her in the centre. She canned it up to them now. Melody Bell a length and a half in front. Mongolian Marshal runs on. Shadows Cast, Sultan of Swing, and Windspell. But have a look at the darling of New Zealand turf, and Melody Bell does the double. She'll get it by about 3 lengths at the line. As per the script, this was easy. She looked to have a whole lot left here. He gave her a gorgeous run. And she gets the first 2 legs of the Triple Crown as she did last year. Didn't compete in the 3rd one, but she will this year, and she's just simply the best.
It was a great thrill. I thought it was, last time was a fantastic occasion because of the way she got back in the run. It's probably my biggest thrill after seeing Melody Bell win, that all these people can share the success, not just for them, but in their own communities as well.
Absolutely. And what about this bloke? He's now 6 from 6 on Melody Bell. What do you say?
6 from 6 says it all, doesn't it?
Now we're racing, they're off in the Livermore. Jackstar a little bit slow to begin. Mongolian Marshall and Athena Baby. Melody Bell's away well near the inside. More Wonder behind those. Peso goes forward and Mauna Kea is starting to go forward as well as they get down to us with the circuit to make. Dolcetto is the next around. Atlanta Peach, Fiscal Fantasy trying to slot in and couldn't around Crown Prosecutor, and Jackstar the inside of the 1600 metres. Vernon Me is second to last and Sentimental Miss is the last one. Peso getting to the lead. Mauna Kea about to take it on. Boston getting off the fence here. Well, trying to. They don't want to let him, but he may be off the fence here on the mare, of course. So as they head to the back, Mauna Kea leads now by 3 lengths, 4 lengths on Peso. More Wonder is the next to Athena Baby. Dolcetto wider. Then we have Mongolian Marshall. Melody Bell, she's off the fence. Fiscal Fantasy wider out, and Atlanta Peach goes through on the inside as they travel to the 1,000 metres in the Livermore. Then we have Crown Prosecutor, Vernon Me, back behind those Jackstar, and the grey is last, the Oaks winner, Sentimental Miss. Mauna Kea, the Taranaki Galloper, runs to the end of the back of the track. Peso, the local, goes up to eyeball it now and put more pressure on it and strides to the front here. Then Athena Baby, and on the outside, More Wonder. Fiscal Fantasy's the next. Then Mongolian Marshall, Dolcetto. She's starting to peel around them now. Melody Bell starting to come forward. Atlanta Peach, Vernon Me, and then Crown Prosecutor, Jackstar and Sentimental Miss. They run the corner in the Livermore, and Peso, Athena Baby over on the outside. Here she comes, Melody Bell. Opie Bosson's about to release her. Peso's fighting hard on the inside, but she's got the front now. Melody Bell from Peso, and they get right away from Crown Prosecutor. Here it comes, 9 Group 1 wins, and she is going to be dancing to her destiny. Melody Bell wins the first ever Triple Crown. Peso second, 3rd Crown Prosecutor. She's done it, creating history. She wins the Triple Crown, the first ever to do it, and she did it brilliantly. There'll be so much emotion around this. This has been impossible before, but she's made it look very, very easy in the finish. What a moment. Opie Bosson. What a moment. Jamie Richards, this young trainer that's done so well with so many good horses, and he has a champion on his hands here.
Jamie Richards has done an incredible job training this filly to win all these races. It's just great to be on a race course when history takes place. It's a very proud occasion for us all at Te Akau.
And we're set. Racing. Beautiful line away. He wasn't all that quick out, Catalyst. He just had to be scrubbed up a touch to find his spot. Early speed, Call Sign Mav, and wide out Zelensky. Taking a spot 3rd is Sherwood Forest, and with the mouth open 4th is Run to Perfection. Catalyst is settled 5th on the rail with 2 in front of him. On the outside next is Chakalak from Ayatir Lad taken back, then Charlie Awesome, Lightning Jack. All About Magic back 2nd last, and Harlech sees them all. No great pace off the back where it's Call Sign Mav. By 3/4 Zelensky. Sherwood Forest looking to work off the inside in front of Run to Perfection, and next to the inside is Catalyst. A length away to Chakalak, then Charlie Awesome, All About Magic, Harlech. Second to last is Ayatir Lad, and 4 lengths away to Lightning Jack. Getting to the 800 metres they travel. And the Albasti Equiworld, 47th New Zealand, 2,000 guineas, it is Call Sign Mav. by a length on Zelensky. A length away third, Sherwood Forest and Catalyst. Fourth, the inside, Hard Held. Looking to get out underneath of Run to Perfection. Then came the Pittman pair. All About Magic racing around Chuckaluk. Then Charlie Awesome, followed by Harlech, AOT Lad and Lightning Jack. Sherwood Forest, Catalyst's out now. They getting to Call Sign Mab. It's Sherwood Forest going to the lead over Call Sign Mab, but here he comes. Catalyst let rip by Troy Harris. He strode to the lead over Sherwood Forest. Wide out, Harlech runs on, but he gets down to the 100 metres. He's an equine masterpiece. He's fearless. Catalyst wins the 2,000 guineas by 3. Catalyst, and he loved it, Troy Harris. Second in Harlech. Third to go by was Sherwood Forest. Fourth, maybe Run to Perfection from a fast finishing Chuckaluk. Next on the inside was Call Sign Mad. Between runners Zelensky, a breakaway to Charlie Awesome, Lightning Jack and ALTL Lad. Ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed a superstar. Catalyst. An interrupted passage through the run. He was bumped around at the top of the straight, but he is so fast. Troy Harris, another tale for him to tell in 2,000 guineas history, and he loved it. How lucky are we, Catalysts? We came here for this, and he's done it.
Troy, you said to me when you pulled up, that's a relief. A short price favourite in a Group 1, but he's just that good, isn't he?
Yeah, I was just a passenger. I'm just the lucky guy that gets to ride him. Anyone can win on him, so it's just a pleasure.
What's the game?
Racing. And the filly's underway. Carly missed the kick by a length and gets back. No speed from Flaunting or Jennifer Eccles. Early pace from Aretha coming forward, as well as Travelling Light there, the first two. Coming out as well out deep then is Hot Tap, and in the early rush also is Ava Dane. In between runners just behind them, Bavella from Can I Get an Amen, then Carolino from Flaunting. All About Magic, the middle. Caught in between runners then is Bellamente. Wide on the track is Bronte Beach from Jennifer Eccles. She's very deep on the inside. Next is Loire, then came Reva Capri, Carly, and last of all is Far Sight. The Gavelhouse.com, 1,000 guineas, there's no pace. Travelling Light found the lead and she dropped ahead, 3/4 of a length. Ava Dane is second, three wide is Hot Tap. Just in behind the speed is Aretha. Then came Bavella, Carolino. Can I Get an Amen? Between runners, All About Magic. Wide with cover is Bronte Beach, around Bellamente. Then came Flaunting, well back on a slow pace is Jennifer Eccles from Loire. Reva Capri gets going from Carly, and Farsight last. The race favourite, Travelling Light with Sam Collett, held together. 3/4 on Ava Dane, Bavella. Then came Hot Tap, Aretha just in behind the speed. Wide out is Carolino. Loire gets into the clear, but it's Travelling Light below the 400, a length clear. On the inside then is Aretha. Out wide, Loire runs on with Bavella. Still Travelling Light gets down to the 200. Bavella's coming up to make a race of it. Loire out wider, and here's Carly and Jennifer Eccles. Loire hit the lead. Jennifer Eccles late. They got to Travelling Light. Jennifer Eccles. Loire kicks. Loire wins the 1,000 guineas. Michael McNabb again beats home Jennifer Eccles. Third in Travelling Light. Then came Bellamente. Next in was Bavella. Wide out Carly. Then came Hot Tap. Then Farsight, followed by Carolino. Bronte Beach. All About Magic. Next in was Aretha. Next to go by was Flaunting, followed over by Ava Dane. And the last of the men is Can I Get an Amen? Michael McNabb gets another Group 1. Number 12, Loire, the daughter of Reduced Choice, has won the Gavelhouse.com 47th 1,000 guineas in stunning fashion for Brent and Sherry Taylor and Kate Floor. They've won the 1,000 guineas.
I always thought this was a race. Obviously, when you have those sort of heart problems, they can be one-off, and we just hoped it was. All the tests came back clear, and she'd worked super coming into this race. So we rolled the dice, and look, she's a very, very good filly, and she's only going to get better as she gets up over further as well.
He loves a celebration, and he gets the 1,000 guineas aboard number 12, Loire.
We are ready, racing now. A little bit slow, Tiptronic also going back. Windspell when Harry met Saddle as well. Now Darsgate Princess has bounded out of the gates and is the leader here early from He Can Fly, Shadows Cast. Vernon Me looking to squeeze through on the inside and will, and it'll end up with the run. True enough behind those two to Supera, who's around Windspell and a length in Dolcetto, Tiptronic. And after the 1200 metres when Harry met Saddle is the last one. Rolling here, Darsgate Princess with the blinkers on. The Southerner He Can Fly is second, and there's about 3 lengths away Shadows Cast. He's striding into third and 2 back to Vernon Me. A little more than a length and a half, True Enough. Windspell is the next over on the inside. Dolcetto covers that. Tiptronic to Supera. She's back second from last. She's got the big finish though, and when Harry Med Saddle's the last one. There's a dozen or 13 over them as they close ranks a little more now, and Darsgate Princess trying to make all. He Can Fly second. Shadows Cast right there, peels out now. Vernon Me over on the inside as they come to the home corner. Windspell and getting up and behind these. True Enough, Supera's hooked out wider as they go for home, and Shadows Cast. Windspell after it quickly. Vernon Me trying to get through, one off. True Enough over on the outside, and Supera, she's now starting to wind up here. Windspell went to Shadows Cast in front now. Is this the Group 1 glory for Windspell? He's got Shadows Cast, then True Enough, he's going to get it. Saluba Group 1 winner. Windspell got there, Shadows Cast second, True Enough third, Supera 4, Tiptronic, Vernon Me, Dolcetto behind them, Darsgate Princess, He Can Fly, and when Harry Met Saddle. Had to happen one day, today it does. Number 4, Windspell, and Jason Waddell for the Benner Wynyard Stable. It was all about this entire today, the son of Ifraj and Western Star. And he has won, and he has won. He's Group 1. He's gone so close, ladies and gentlemen. But today, his day. Well done to the team. It'll be a wonderful moment for them.
It's pretty special for Jono and Holly, and I imagine it's pretty special for you as with the association with the team.
Yeah, that means a lot. It really does. It's a little bit emotional. He's a horse that, you know, I've always been so fond of, and he deserves it more than anybody else out here. And the connections have been loyal. Jono and Holly, they're great friends, not just training partners, you know, they're friends to me and the family. So, it's pretty cool.
This is it, let's bring it on. They're off and racing in the Cambridge Studs Zabeel Classic. No early speed, Bowden will get back. One of the first away was Contessa Vanessa. Peso goes with it, as does the Mitigator. And right there also, True Enough is going to posse up right in behind the leaders. A length away next over on the inside, Fiscal Fantasy, followed out wide by Mongolian Marshall. Between runners, Queen of Diamonds, followed round then by Oraki Overlord. Tiptronic gets back fifth last from Vernon Me. Charles Road back third last from Bowden, and last of all is Pin Me Down. They head out into the back nearing the 1400 metres, and Contessa Vanessa now drops anchor out in front. It leads by 3/4 as they steady. Moving forward up on the outside, Mongolian Marshall. Between runners is the Mitigator, so they're 3 deep out in front. 2 lengths away, McDonald gives a favour. True Enough, the perfect run. Then followed round next by Odaki Overlord and Peso between runners. 1 length away, Fiscal Fantasy, midfield scraping paint. Followed round then by Queen of Diamonds, Tiptronic on the improve out deeper from Vernon Me, Charles Road, Bowden, and last is Pin Me Down. 9 lengths first to last in the Cambridge Studs Zabeel Classic. They've got 850 metres to go, and it's the Mitigator, the leader. Leads by a length and a half here for Mongolian Marshall. Right there, Contessa Vanessa. Moving forward, Odaki Overlord. True Enough comes away from the rail, then Peso out deeper. Followed over on the inside by Fiscal Fantasy, been ridden for luck. Then came Tiptronic, Queen of Diamonds. Well back, Vernon Me with Charles Road, Bowden, and Pin Me Down is Stone Motherless on the corner. Only 6 lengths over them in the Cambridge Studs Zabeel Classic. Mongolian Marshall took the lead from the Mitigator. McDonald's got True Enough poised to pounce on the outside. 2 lengths away out wider, Tiptronic. Vernon Me's running on. So is Fiscal Fantasy over on the inside at the 200 metres. True Enough. Here's Fiscal Fantasy on the inside. Coming after them, Vernon Me still battling on Mongolian Marshall. True Enough, Fiscal Fantasy, and Bowden arriving late. He's done it. J Mac back in town. True Enough wins the Group 1. Second photos. Very close between Bowden and Fiscal Fantasy. Mongolian Marshall out wide to pin me down. Right with them, Queen of Diamonds and Vernon Me, followed by Tiptronic, Charles Road. A gap back then to Odaki Overlord Peso. With them also was the Mitigator and Contessa Vanessa. J-Mac is back in town. Number 2, True Enough for the Murray Baker, Andrew Forsman team, the son of Nom de Jure. And he had to really dig deep.
Warren, congratulations. You just watched your horse go past the post and there's a Bill Classic ahead of a packed Ellerslie on Boxing Day. How does that feel?
I just can't explain it. It's absolutely wonderful. He actually runs to his name. He runs True Enough every time. He really does. He's a wonderful guy. He's a laid-back dude when you see him in the parade ring. It's giving us an absolute buzz. I mean, you know, we've had harness horses and what have you. This guy's something else. He really is.
Let's bring it on. Gates open, they're racing. Slow Evelina and Endless Drama get back. Dawn Patrol hopped away quickly, but headed off now by Julius. Going forward is Carly. Right there also Speedy Median. That's going to take over at the 1,000 metres. Winter Bride will settle back in 5th spot. Just caught out a little bit. Followed in the centre next by Princess Kidadu, Volpe Veloce. Further back in the field, it's Destiny's Child from Pretty to See. Dama Zorro. Then Santa Monica. Well back here is Media Sensation third last, followed by Endless Drama. And Evelina is last. The field for the Sistema Railway. They head to the 600 metres. And it's Speedy Media length in advance of Julius, poised not to pounce on the outside. So is the Aussie Winter Bride. Right in behind them, Dawn Patrol handy from Carly, and then it's Destiny's Child. Princess Kidadu, Volpe Veloce as they swing in. Further back, Dama Zorro, and heading the rest, Pretty to See. 300 metres to go. Speedy Media the leader from Julius coming after. 2 lengths away. Winter Bride being called upon by McDonald. It's Julius in front from Winter Bride. Evelina's running on. So is Dawn Patrol. Out wide of Volpe Veloce. It's Julius in front. Winter Bride's a half length away. Can't get there. Big Julius. Julius wins the Sistema Railway from Winter Bride second. Third over Photos. Evelina, Dawn Patrol, and out wide Pretty to See. Right there Speedy Meaty. Volpe Veloce. Then followed by Dama Zorro with them as well. Was It's Destiny's Child, Princess Kidadu, Carly. Further away then the Media Sensation. Santa Monica was back near the tail, and Endless Drama. If ever a horse deserved to win a Group 1, it is this bloke. He's been in the wars virtually all his life. What a training feat, what a proud moment for John Bell and Jason Waddell. They nursed this horse, he was broken down. He shouldn't be here, but he is, and he wins the Group 1 Sistema Railway.
At the 1,000, something was going to have to be good to beat me. Could feel something coming out of the corner of my eye. He does labour a little bit in front, but couple of big screams and woohoo, we did it! So I love him to bits, and this horse is a superstar. He's one of a kind.
The romantic story around this horse, well, it certainly has come true.
We're off and racing now in the Group 1, and getting back here, Rio Dini went back to last. Travelling Light went back as well. Our Creed began nicely from Call Sign Mav, and Harleck is right there, is going to end up with a nice run. And then 2 lengths to Travelling Light, Mascarpone on her outside, and Rio Dini is a length and a half behind them as they run on down the back of the track. And Our Creed wants to go quicker here for Cameron Levis, but shows the way. Just won't drop the head as yet though, and the pace is only easy. Call Sign Mav is second, Harleck third, Mascarpone is right there, ready to go fourth. Travelling Light on the inside of a Rio Dini, getting alongside of it for Mickey Coleman as they run to the end of the back of the track here now in the Woodbridge Homes Live-In Classic Group 1 conditions here, and now a bit more pace. Our Creed a length, Call Sign Mav, Grill's looking to get just a little closer, Mascarpone's tracking that. On the inside, Harleck and Mickey D riding patiently, Rio Dini looking to slide forward now. now. And Travelling Light, the filly in the race, is the last as they come down the side after the 600 metres. And now Creed's trying to slip them here. Put up a couple of lengths. Hardick on the inside follows through. And then on the outside, Call Sign Mav, Mascarpone, Rio Dini right to the outside. And Travelling Light getting up on the inside. Now Creed, Hardick on the outside. The colt starting to put it to it now. Here's the filly Travelling Light coming off his back. And Mascarpone out wide starting to put in. Hardick in front. Travelling Light. She's trying to get after him now. They come away. The filly and the colt. It's the filly Travelling Light. She's in front. And from last. Brilliant in the finish. Travelling Light, Hardick, Riadini. Then we had our Creed, Mascarpone and Call Sign Mav. What a win, what a ride. Travelling Light was back last and came through on the inside. Good to see a great filly and a great colt go head to head. They put a gap on the rest, headed up by Riadini, but she was superior late in the piece. And the daughter of El Rocker and Sissy Bowen. Ben Foote gets Group 1 glory. Sam Collett gets her second Group 1 in her career, and they have done it in real style.
Sam, Group 1 success number 2, and that was a special one I'm picking.
Oh, it couldn't have gone any better if I'd asked. I really wanted to be the one doing the chasing today, and full credit to Ben, who's done a fantastic job with her. She looks amazing, and she's just something really special. And then when she sort of locks in on where she's off to, when she does the rest of her stuff, it's just a dream ride.
That's one hell of a ride, East Collett.
Dreams are made and shattered here. We're racing up in the Telegraph and caught them fairly well. Going back Evelina in the early part of the run, beginning quickly. Winter Bride, he's pushed it forward, but Speedy Meaty's going to take it on and head it, and Julius right there. She's All Mine comes forward, a little wider out, the Precious One behind them, and Enzo's Lads flushed a bit. Back over on the inside, Winter Bride now, and it is followed through by Endless Drama, Dawn Patrol, Avantage. Spring Heat is the next. Expression over on the inside of Evelina. And Sensai, he's the last one as they gallop up to the 600 metres and about to come to the crossing here in the Telegraph. And we've got the horse going for a three-peat in the race, Enzo's Lad, and the big boy shows out 1.5 in front from on the outside. She's All Mine. Julius is now asked to run, and he does. On the outside, Avantage got there pretty quickly, and behind these is Spring Heat. It is Enzo's Lad still in front. On the outside, Avantage trying to get to him. She hasn't quite get there, but now she does. And Avantage on the inside, he's brave, Enzo's Lad. Spring Heat getting to third, but Avantage will win it. Avantage will win it and win it brilliantly. Enzo's Lad second, third Spring Heat, and fourth at the line, either Julius or on the outside Winter Bride. Endless Drama behind them, Speedy Media Expression, Dawn Patrol Sensai. Further away then has been Evelina, the Precious One, and She's All Mine. This has been a brilliant win and puts the horror of Melody Bell well and truly to bed of 12 months ago. Avantage, Opie Boston and Jamie Richards.
She won a Karaka Million. She was a Group 1 winner at 2. Measured up with the best of the 3-year-old fillies in the autumn in Australia. And now to come back and win a Telegraph, what does it say about this mare?
Well, she's all class, and you've seen her before. She's just a real racehorse. She's so strong, built like a colt, incredibly hard to handle, but such a thrill for everybody involved. We've got a great team of staff. Dave tries to buy the best horses that we can for our owners. We all work really hard, not just me, but we've got a great team of staff, and that's why our stable's, I think, so good.
They're off and racing. The Harcourt's Thorndon Mile, and going back to a clear last is Living on a Prayer. Dark Princess Vigor Winner also go back. And here it is, the Mitigator, Mongolian Marshal, and 3 out on those is Watch This Space. Yearnal Posse up just in behind them with Hypnos. On the Rocks is the next, the outside of that Son of Maher. Windspell is a length away between those. Then we have Rock on Wood, Shadows Cast a length away. There's 2 to Vigor Winner and Vern and Me. A couple of lengths, Secret Allure around Dark Dark Princess, and Living on a Prayer is the last one, and about 18 lengths off this leader. The Mitigator off the back after the 1,000 metres. Shows out now. Watch the space. Is second the outside. Mongolian Marshal head on the chest. Third. Yearn is fourth on the inside. Two to Hypnos around on the rock. Son of Mahur looks to go forward. Back and behind those, Windspell away from the fence. Then Rock on Wood. Shadows Cast, Vernon Me. Vigor Winner behind those then is Dark Princess. Around them, Living on a Prayer, and Secret Allure in the middle. As they run up towards the home corner here in the Harcourt's Thorndon. And it is the Mitigator trying to make all from on the outside. Mongolian Marshal let go now. Yearn behind these. Hypnos comes quickly. Windspell looking to get through, and he's through now. It's the Mitigator in front. Mongolian Marshal. Windspell starting to knuckle down. Shadows Cast out wider. Yearn over on the inside. Still the Mitigator in front. Windspell a length away. Yearn over on the inside. The Mitigator, Windspell, lunge missed. The Mitigator will beat Windspell, maybe Rock on Wood. On the inside, Yearn, right with those runners as well. Shadows Cast, Mongolian Marshal. Watch the space under her Dark Princess. And then Vigor Winner, Vernon Me. Back behind them then on the rocks. Secret Allure, Hypnos, and Living on a Prayer. I think they've done it. This bold front-running horse has taken out the Harcourt's Thorndon Mile.
Have to wait any longer. Sean Mackay, how does that feel?
Yeah, it feels super, you know. To win a Group 1's a dream, and to win a Group 1 for Dad's even better.
Yeah, this is a special moment. We got tears from Dad earlier on, but this family moment, this will go down in the album, won't it?
Yeah, well, you know, it's every jockey's dream to win a Group 1, and to do it for a family member, it's super.
That time, let's bring it on. They're racing in the Herbie Dyke Stakes. But slow to move, Fiscal Fantasy. She'll get back and given plenty of time, as well as Lover Lover. First away was True Enough up on the outside. Right in the centre, Gino Severini. And along the inside, Camino Ricoso's right there as anticipated. Further out, Tiptronics looking to get cover from that wide draw. Bowden was next in fifth spot, followed a length and a half back by On the Rocks. Then came Rock on Wood, who will settle back in that rear group. Just in front of it, the Real Beal, then Fiscal Fantasy. And the Aussie Visitor, Lover Lover, will settle down last of all. Here we go at the 1,400 metres as every man and his dog anticipated. Camino Ricoso's opened them up by a half a dozen lengths already. In second spot now is True Enough, followed then by Gino Severini, and alongside of it Tiptronic. They're letting this leader get away at the 1,000 metres. Back in behind those On the Rocks from Bowden. Out wider next then is the Real Beal, followed by Lover Lover, who's on its back, improving round out deeper from Fiscal Fantasy, the favourite. Rock on Wood is Stone Motherless and must be 15 lengths off this leader, this tearaway leader, Camino Ricoso. At the 800 metres, must be a dozen lengths in front here. Has the Magic Man on board too. In second position next as we park the peepers on the second spot is True Enough, and then followed by Gino Severini, the Real Beal. Lover Lover's next. In the between runners, Tiptronic from Bowden. Rock on Wood's only got a couple behind it, including Fiscal Fantasy and On the Rocks. It's Camino Ricoso in the Herbie Dyke Stakes. Turns for home, 6 lengths in front, but they're closing quickly. Coming after Tiptronic, True Enough, they've grabbed the leader. Lover Lover's warming up. In behind them out wide, Bowden. Rock on Wood is looking for an inside gap. At the 200, Tiptronic took the lead. True Enough has a bit to offer. Rock on Wood is running on with also there On the Rocks. It's Tiptronic and True Enough. Rock on Wood is arriving too late. Tiptronic, True Enough, they hit it. I can't split them. I cannot split them. True Enough or Tiptronic in photos. Noses between them, if any. It's gone right to the wire.
The nose separates both Tiptronic and True Enough. And in a Son of O'Reilly out of a Pinsmere and Tiptoes in our star pedigree brought to you by Westbury Stud. A Waikato Stud bred horse trained by Graham Richardson and ridden by Jason Waddell, who's already picked up a Group 2 feature here this afternoon, of course aboard Jennifer Eccles. And now tastes Group 1 glory with Tiptronic.
Tony, just tell me how you're feeling right now.
Oh, amazing buzz. One of the greatest thrills I've had in racing. It was back to Pandalee when she ran on one of the Cup Dome, paid $40 20 odd years ago, and just a great thrill. Amazing buzz.
Did you think you'd got it?
No, I thought he'd run second. But he's such a great little horse. He just tries his heart out and he's underrated. Yeah.
Set to go. It's Group 1 time. Let's bring it on. Gates open, they're off. More Wonder was slow, stood there, missed it a length and a half. Getting back Avantage. First away, Endless Drama, has no intention of leading though. And immediately taking up that mantle is the Mitigator. Leads by a length and a half from Endless Drama. 2.5 away, More Wonders quickly recovered. And they're not breaking any records early doors. In fourth position, Volpe Veloce, one out. Out three wide, Enzo's Lad. 2 lengths away to the stablemates. Tiakau Shark and Avantage. And last of all is Kiwi Ida. They work towards the end of the back straight, 850 to go, and the pacemaker is the Mitigator from up on the outside. Enzo's Lad 3 wide, Endless Drama between the two, 2.5 away, More Wonder and Volpe Veloce. She's had a lovely run. 2 lengths away next, Tiakau Shark, just been tapped up by Boston from Avantage, and last of all is Kiwi Ida. Up towards the home turn they come in the BCD group sprint, and the Mitigator has got them all off the nickel here. Turns for home, went clear by 4 from looking to run on Endless Drama. Enzo's Lad, Tiakau Shark, he's still about 5 or 6 lengths off this leader, but he's warming up. So is Kiwi Ida. It's the Mitigator taking very light footsteps. Here comes the Shark. He's lurking ominously on the outside, and bang, he went to the lead. Game over. Tiakau Shark gets his Group 1. The Mitigator second, Kiwi Ida third, fourth over Avantage. And then More Wonder, Volpe Veloce, Enzo's Lad, and Endless Drama will be the last of them home. Opie Bosson, Jamie Richards, and all his supporters and admirers, and there are plenty of them here at Te Rapa today.
He's got such a cult following and so much interest on both sides of the Tasman. How good do you think he is compared to other group horses that you've ridden?
He's up there the best. I've always said that, and he's just raw ability. And Jamie and Tiakau team do an amazing job with him. And as I say all the time, my job's easy.
It was a daring ride by Jason Waddell, but in the end, class prevailed. And number 1, Tiakau Shark, he gets his Group 1 as everyone anticipated.
Racing in the Haunui Farm, Wait for Age Group 1 Classic in a fair line as well. Irish Flame went back just after the start. The Mitigator began well. Southern Kalani's right there. The Chosen One over on the inside as Shadows Cast. The Chosen One trapped just a little wide, looking to slide forward now. Predefer the middle, Avantage the inside with 1.5 to 2 lengths. Rondinella, Glory Days and Germanicus, and Irish Flame after the 1200 metres. The last one, they sort themselves out, and the Mitigator stepping it out now, 1.5 lengths. Kalani second, Shadows Cast third, the Chosen One fourth, and 1 off the fence. Avantage the inside, about 1 length. Predeferred, Glory Days inside of Rondinella and Ice Rain as they run off the back of the 800 metres. And then we've got over on the inside is Irish Flame as they run across towards the Haunui Farm 600 metres, and on the outside of that is Germanicus. It is the Mitigator trying to make all in front now from Kalani second, Shadows Cast, the Chosen One. Avantage travels well, needs an out, and Predefer peels. Glory Days tracks those. Rondinella on the move as well, and then Germanicus. And as they turn, Irish Flame. Here we've got over on the outside the Mitigator, Shadows Cast, Predefer over on the outside, and Avantage is getting home really well on the inside. And then the Chosen One. Here Avantage and Predefer. Shadows Cast in the middle's having a crack, and the Chosen One, but Avantage in front. Predefer, the stablemate, can't get her, and she was brilliant at the mile. Avantage got a Predefer second, Tiakau Quinella third at the line, the Chosen One. And then we had the next time Shadows Cast, Germanicus, followed by Glory Days, Rondinella, then Irish Flame, the Mitigator, and Kalani. Too good. Way too good here. Avantage number 9 in the hands of Danielle Johnson for Jamie Richards, who runs a 1-2 in the race. And she was simply too good here.
Bonnie fit from a Bonnie mare.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Second Group 1 on her. She's pretty quirky, but the team do a great job with her, and she's delivered the goods today. I had a chat to Jamie before the race, and watching over a few of the previous races, they haven't been coming too wide, a couple of the winners, so we opted to stay in a little bit, and it's paid off. I was just mindful not to go too soon on her, with it being a mile today. Had to count to 10, which jockeys aren't good at.
She was outstanding in the Telegraph. She's been outstanding here today. Her stablemate tried really hard, couldn't draw her in. Loved it, Danielle Johnson, didn't she, getting onto the line here, but she held and held really well, this unusually shaped mare, but she's got all power to use and use it. She did brilliantly here today.
He holds them, now they're set. Let's bring it on, they're off in the 2020 Vodafone New Zealand Derby. One of the first away, Red Rufus out wide. Sherwood Forest began quickly. Vladivostok straight on the speed. Going with them in the early stages as well now as Loch Winnock, and out widest of all here is Peloton. It's heading forward as anticipated as they come down towards us next. Then followed out by Dalmatia, will settle back about midfield. Just caught out 3 wide on the track here is To Beaten in the pink cap, followed by the favourite To Illicit. She'll settle midfield at the judge with a lap to go, and she travels one off the rail. On her inside next then as they work out of the straight is Den Bosch, followed round by Dragon Leap, who's right on the back of To Illicit. Platinum Road is next. Well back in the field is Scorps from Shakespeare, Reggie Wood, then Mon Lula, and back at the tail of the field is Platinum Spirit. The Derby field, they head out to the 1600 metres, and the pacemaker here is Peloton. Leads with half length from Red Rufus. They got away to lead by 3 lengths here. In third spot, Vladivostok, just over racing a tad from Sherwood Forest in a beautiful spot. Now, To Beaten's caught out 3 wide in transit. In the centre next, Dalmatia. From on the inside, Loch Winnock, 2.5 away to the first of the 2 big guns, and that is To Illicit. She's back midfield, 1 off the rail. From on her inside next is Den Bosch, followed a 1.5 away. Dragon Leap, Jason Waddell just tracking Vinnie Colgan on To Illicit throughout. They climb the rise by the 1,000 metres. Platinum Road is next. Well back in the field, looking to go forward now is Scorps, 2.5 to Reggie Wood, Shakespeare, 2 back to Mon Lula, and the tail ender as they swing off the back is Platinum Spirit. 800 metres out in the Vodafone New Zealand Derby, and there is 15 lengths over them. The pacemaker is Peloton. Red Rufus goes forward. Sherwood Forest is sliding forward 3 wide, being tracked around by Dalmatia. Here they come, To Illicit and Dragon Leap. They go together as they head towards a home turn. Back and behind these then is Scorps. Further away, Platinum Road as they come to the turn. 400 metres out in the Derby, and Dragon Leap over on the inside, and To Illicit. Sherwood Forest between the 2. Further away then we've got Scorps, and battling on next Dalmatia at the 250. Dragon Leap, To Illicit, Sherwood Forest. It's a 3-horse war in the Derby. Sherwood Forest has got the lead here. Sherwood Forest, To Illicit's trying hard from Dragon Leap. Sherwood Forest, To Illicit's a length and a half away. Mickey Walker's got a New Zealand Derby with another one with Sherwood Forest. Second over To Illicit, racing into third. Scorps, I think, just ahead of either Reggie Wood or Mon Lula, and the Dragon Leap. He just got tired the last little bit. Loch Winnock was next from Platinum Road. Further back in the field then, as they went across, was Den Bosch, Shakespeare. Then came Platinum Spirit, Dalmatia. Well back Peloton, and with them also Vladivostok, Red Rufus. And back near the tail of the field as well was To Beaten. Michael Walker and Tony Pike, they spoiled the party. Who cares, they say, because Sherwood Forest, he just kept going. To Illicit had a chance. Dragon Leap, he wobbled the last little bit, and Scorps has arrived late. But as they go towards the post, Sherwood Forest, the son of Fastnet Rock, Tony Pike does it again, and so does Michael Walker.
I had perfect spot. Everything had just worked out good, and just dedicate this to my old man, James, that died last year. So, and you know, everyone that is battling those diseases, cancer and so forth, it's not a good thing, and I've lost a lot of people in the last few years with it, so I'd like to dedicate it to all my family that have passed of late. But all in all, thank you for New Zealand for bringing me back here. So good to be back here, and I hope everyone's having a good day.
See the moves from Michael Walker coming back.
And then obviously delighted and red hot in form, Mickey Walker. bring it on. Gates open, they're off. No early speed, only words. First away, Cool as a Beal from his inside gate. Moving forward is Snapper, and out wide Tivan Warrior shows speed as well, and going with it as well as Laced with Gold as they top the rise by the 1,000. So it's Tivan Warrior from Laced with Gold. Cool as a Beal will trail third over on the inside of Snapper. 1.5 away next is Kelly Renee from Vernazza, and back at the tail, Only Words, and Play That Song being ridden ice cold at the 700 metres. There is 7 lengths over them, the 2-year-olds, and the pacemaker Tivan Warrior leads 1 length clear from on the outside, Laced with Gold. Right in behind them, Cool as a Beal. Then Snapper, followed by Vernazza, Kelly Renee. Still back, second last on the inside, the filly Play That Song. And last of all is Only Words. Into the straight they come in the Sistema Stakes, Group 1. And the leader now taking over, Laced with Gold. Cool as a Beal is there to challenge. 2 lengths away, next out wider is Snapper. Play That Song, and behind these from Vernazza. Cool as a Beal took over at the 200, led by 2. Coming after it, Vernazza. Out wide is Snapper, and running on also Kelly Renee, but it's Cool as a Beal. Vernazza's trying hard, but they won't get those famous colours again. Cool as a Beal won the Group 1. Second over was Vernazza. Photos for third between either Play That Song or flashing at them late Kelly Renee. With them also Tivan Warrior, followed by Laced with Gold and Snapper, and Only Words will be the last of them home. The race panned out beautifully for him. He was able to take the trail. He was out in plenty of time. Vernazza, she had plenty of stretch about her, has arrived late, but was never going to pick out Cool as a Beal. The son of Savabeel, too good.
Amazing run, and it is continuing. How about that one today, Jamie?
Yeah, he's a very special colt. You know, might have been half of one short at Matamata, but the ground was, you know, had to be taken into consideration as well. But I hope you just give him every possible, and we just couldn't have had him any better today.
Congratulations. Just tell us what sort of kick this horse is giving you.
Absolute thrill of a lifetime. Just couldn't even imagine it. Been in horse ownership for about 47 years, and now to come here and be part of this. I've been associated with Te Akau probably for 21 years, so the odd horse to do, but this one's just a little bit better than the rest.
Group 1, glory and fever again for the Tangerine of Te Akau, and they win here with Cool as a Beal.
Yeah, I think we've seen this in recent times, once or twice. Those famous Te Akau colours, Jamie Richards and AP Boston in Group 1. So we're set to go.
Right, you all in, watch your gates.
This is it. Let's bring it on. The racing in the Bone Crusher New Zealand Stakes. First away was True Enough on the inside, but Gino Severini has designs on the lead, and going forward just a maze. Right there is Tiptronic, followed over on the inside next by Avantage, followed on the outside of it Rondinella. 2 lengths away and behind those as they work out of the straight is Supero with Rock on Wood, and the last pair are on the rocks, and with it is Prix de Fer as they head out to the 1600 metres, and they're not breaking any records early doors. It's Gino Severini leads by 3/4 from Just a Maze. 2.5 away, True Enough, third on the inside of Tiptronic. 2 back in behind them, Avantage. She's 5th on the inside of Rondinella. Then 2 lengths away next is Supera, tucked in on the inside of Rock on Wood. Back second last here, Prix de Fer, and last of all is On the Rocks. They've got 1,200 metres to run in the Bone Crusher New Zealand Stakes. There is 8 lengths over the field, and the pacemaker Gino Severini sets them up out in front here. Leads by a half length from up on the outside. In second spot now is Just a Maze, and they steady the tempo even more at the 1,000 metres. So it's going to be a sprint home, which is in stark contrast to pre-race predictions. Third on the inside is True Enough, and right there Tiptronic in an ideal situation there, 4th one out. 2 lengths away, Avantage still tucked in on the inside of Rondinella, no moves as yet. Then Rock on Wood, followed by Supera back third last. With her next was Prix de Fer, and last of all is On the Rocks. They field for the Bone Crusher New Zealand Stakes. They come to the 500 metres, and they're about to turn up the wick now, and the pacemaker is Gino Severini from Just a Maze. 2 lengths away, Tiptronic, True Enough. Avantage is off the rail, looking to run on, so is Rondinella. In behind them, Superior, and out wide, Rock on Wood presented at the 250, Tiptronic. Here comes Avantage on the outside. She's bounded to the lead. True Enough's running on. Out wide, Prix de Fer from a long way back, and Rock on Wood. Avantage, Tiptronic still there. True Enough is rallying again, but Thank you, linesman. Thank you, boys. It is Avantage to win the Bone Crusher. Avantage won it. Photos for the Miners. Close here between the late finishing Superior and True Enough. Either way, and right with them, Tiptronic. And then Predefer. Back in behind those next as they went across the line would have been Rondinella, Justin Mays, Rock on Wood, and Gino Severini. They've done it again. The A-team, Jamie Richards, Opie Boston and Tiakau. Avantage takes out the Bone Crusher New Zealand Stakes. True Enough is in a photo with Superior, and Tiptronic is there as well for the Miners, but she was too good. Who says she couldn't get 2,000 metres? She's going to get there all right, and at the line it'll be Avantage to beat True Enough, Superior, Tiptronic, and Predefer was close up as well. He gave her a gun ride once again. What else do you expect? With that bloke on top, Owen Patrick Bosson, Jamie Richards, the Tiakau team. We keep saying it, the big Group 1s, and that's when they rise to the top. The cream rises to the top. Let's join a very proud wifey once again.
Thanks, George. A very proud wife is exactly right. It's just unbelievable, Opie. And if there are any doubts about the 2,000 metres, they were surely put to bed today.
Yeah, she done everything perfect, relaxed, and switched off and come up underneath me at the right time. Actually, she's giving me a beautiful ride.
You must have been pretty relieved when it turned into a sit sprint, because I guess that would have suited her even more.
Yeah, but I wasn't too worried about how they're going to run the race. I was just going to do my own thing, and everything worked out perfectly.
She's been such a good mare, and what she's achieved today has been unbelievable. If you had to draw a comparison to Melody Bell, would there be any, and could she perhaps follow on that same path?
Yeah, she's got a few way to go, but she always just reminded me of Melody Bell, and she's following in her footsteps pretty quickly.
She is, and she's got that great attitude, isn't she? As you said to me before the race, she's a winner.
You just don't see this very often. She's not the biggest, she's not the boldest, she's powerful, and she's done it again.
Let's bring it on. Gates open, they're off in the Barfoot and Thompson Auckland Cup of 2020. Big Mike from near the inside was one of the first away from Paisley Park. Etar James being planted on the speed as well with Gorbachev. A length and a half away, Salsa Faye, followed out by Sound and the Good Fight. It's going to posse up in the first half dozen or so. 1.5 away, Roger that, Dragon Storm, and then Platinum Invader. Bully Boys in that group as well. 2 lengths away next is D&G back in the field here. With it is Excalibur, followed by Falar. Then came Joe's Legacy. Favourite is Zero. One of the favourites is back second last, and 2 lengths away last of all is King of the Dance. Spread out over 25 lengths already as they head down to the 600 metres on their first occasion, and Big Mike, as he is inclined to do, has got away to lead by 6 lengths from Paisley Park. You have to go 7 lengths away next. The Good Fight third over on the inside of Etar James. 1.5 away, Sound is next, followed by Gorbachev as they come into the home straight, or the leader does anyway, Big Mike. Back midfield is Platinum Invader. With it is Salsa Faye. Then Roger that, caught out 3 wide. Then followed by Bully Boy, Excalibur. 2 lengths away, Dragon Storm, who's well back in the field here. With them also was Joe's Legacy from D&G. Falar. Then came a Zero, and last of all is King of the Dance at the judge with 1 lap to go. And the Barfoot and Thompson Auckland Cup, and Big Mike ensuring this truly run. He's opened them up by 5 lengths from Paisley Park as they work up the rise, leaving the straight. 2.5 away, Gorbachev worked round on the outside of Salsa Faye. The Good Fight is next on the inside, right alongside of it, Etar James. 1.5 next to Sound. It's on the inside of Roger that as they swing into the back. 2.5 away, Platinum Invader, who's just off the rail. Excalibur takes it up that leeway along the inside. Further back in the field then is Bully Boy, Dragon Storm, then Joe's Legacy, D&G, the New Zealand Cup winner back. 4th last here from Falar. A Zero second last, and 3 lengths away, King of the Dance is last. They compress ranks as they head to the 1200 metres. There is 15 lengths first to last. And it's Big Mike. He's come back to them. He leads by 3/4. Etar James applying the pressure a long way from home. In third spot is Paisley Park. Solsafay, the Wellington Cup winner, is fourth on the inside. Then Gorbachev taking off. Right in behind them, the good fight over on the inside of Roger That. Sound is next on the inside of Platinum Invader. Some of these riders getting itchy fingers as they head down towards the 850. Back in behind them, Bully Boy, and then came Joe's Legacy. Excalibur, now Zero's in that group as well from D&G for La, King of the Dance, and Dragonstorm dropped to the tail. 600 metres to go, and the Barfoot and Thompson Auckland Cup, and the race on now. Here's Roger That, off and around them from Gorbachev. Coming into it also is Sound, and right there, Platinum Invader, and behind these, the good fight, Etar James, further back, Solsafay. Homeward bound they are, and Platinum Invaders ranged up. Roger That on the inside, Sound between the two, about 4 lengths away is Zero, battling on the good fight, and then came Etar James. Roger That in front in the cup, leads 2 from Platinum Invader. Sound further out, Etar James. Roger That, and one of the big boilovers, he's hanging tough. Sound is trying to get him but won't get there. Roger That, and a huge win in the cup. I reckon that's Samantha Collett again, and it is. She won the cup last year, she's won it again. Roger That. I had to take a second look, with all due respect to the connections. He's been going around for donkey's years, has Roger That, the son of Shinko King, for Anthony Fuller and Samantha Collett. Well, she won last year on the favourite Glory Days. Roger That has defied them in the run to the post, and he'll get there. But Roger That took over at the 300. I thought, right, where are the dangers? There wasn't any. He's held them at bay. A stunning win. Anthony Fuller, and obviously a delighted Samantha Collett gets her third Group 1. She won her first Group 1 on this race last year with Glory Days. Let's join her now with Emily Bosson.
Sam just said to me, I can't believe that. It's a bit like that, isn't it? But tell you what, this is your race, Sam. Oh, well, I'm pleased it is, actually. But I actually just can't. I can't express in words how happy I am for Anthony and Sarah. I mean, they do such a good job. And this horse, I mean, he's always thereabouts, and he always runs his honest race. But he gave me such a dream ride. He didn't pull, he just towed me along, and I was like, this can't be happening, but it wasn't. He looked super, and I can't thank Sarah and Anthony enough. They've done such a super job, and they'll be wrapped.
Yeah, this is the biggest. This is a Group 1, and when she hit the lead turning in, I thought, well, they're going to have to be good to get past him, because that's the sort of horse he is. He just will not put up. There's no white flag in this horse, never has been. He just won't hang it out.
We're nearly ready. Al Basti, Equiwell, Dubai, New Zealand Oaks, Group 1 for the fillies, our glamour event. We're ready to go. Gates are back, racing in the Oaks now, and they got a pretty good break out of the gates here. Going back was going to be in the early part of the race. Feel the Rush went back. Another to go back as well as Zip It Sweetie. Rukita goes back, Loire and Van Cougar. All right, the cat and mouse affair early here. Nothing Compares goes forward. Unlaced goes forward. As to Carolino, just in behind them, Kaipaki Road and Desert Mirage on the move wider out. Back behind these, Bergamont over on the inside. As they run out of the home stretch, Ruby Rock sits outside and Showbeal wider. Jennifer Eccles, she's around about midfield and one off at this point. Communique is the next on the inside of White Hibiscus. Loire behind them, Rukita, 1600 to go, and then Pineapple Guild of Van Cougar. Feel the Rush, and the last is Zip It Sweetie, 20 off them as they run to the back of the track here, and they run the Oaks genuinely here as well. It is Nothing Compares in front. Seven Seas is second. Unlaced is third, and Desert Mirage is fourth. On the inside, Ruby Rocks, followed through by Kaipaki Road. The grey Bergamont is covered up over on the, Carolino up on the outside, and then we've got Ruby Rocks. Showbeal behind them, White Hibiscus, 3 out goes on. Jennifer Eccles hugging the inside, and then we have Communique and Loire. Feel the Rush the next. Further away, 2 lengths, Pineapple Girl, similar distance to Rukita Van Cougar, and Zip It Sweetie is 2 lengths behind behind those as they run off the back of the track. 900 to go in the Oaks, and it is Desert Mirage in front from Seven Seas. Nothing compares right there. Then we've got Unlaced over on the inside. Here they come. Feel the Rush. The Southern Filly is on the move. Showbeel's going as well. And then Kaipaki Road. Bergamont starting to move. Jennifer Eccles over on the inside. With those is going to be Communique as they run towards the home corner, and it's a shuffle up now. They really bunch as they come around the turn here. Feel the Rush on the outside, goes up, hits the lead. Bergamont the Grey comes after it. Then we've got wider out is Jennifer. Here she is, she's presented, and wider out then is Communique starting to run home. Jennifer Eccles found a great kick. She put 2 or 3 lengths on them, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at the star race away with the Oaks. Feel the Rush over on the inside, and then Carolino, late Van Cougar, but down to the line. We all love Jennifer Eccles. Brilliant winner. Second over Van Cougar. Feel the Rush behind them when they've hit it. Carolino. The next home then was going to be out wide. Rukita. Bergamont with too good, too classy. Too classy here. Had the luxury of being able to let her coast the last 100. It's a masterpiece of a ride by one Jason Waddell. This is the only thing he'd missed on his bucket list. This track, this area is so special to him. And this race is the one he wanted. He's got it. He's got it with the big fan base here as well on this filly and the ownership. Naturally, she's been too good. Simply too good for them.
He's unbelievable, isn't he? Like, you wouldn't believe he could get from 18 at the gate where he was going off the winning post the first time. And didn't she relax lovely? You know, she's a spectacular filly for sure. Every Oaks win's a big win. You know, it's I love training these 3-year-old fillies over ground, and you know, Keep the Peace was great. The Quinella for the Oaks was wonderful as well. But you know, this filly looks like she could be every bit as good, if not better than them.
Brilliant ride, brilliant filly, brilliant win.